Hello everyone, today we'll look at how to change the sheet orientation in Revit 2024, as there are a few different ways and each of them has its own pros and cons. For example, we have a floor plan placed in the sheet here. As you can see, this floor plan was originally developed at this angle, not parallel to the sheet below. And let's say we want to make it parallel to the sheet. So the first way is the easiest one. So if you choose your view, you have the settings here, the rotation on sheet. But the limitation of this method is that you can only rotate either 90 degrees clockwise or 90 degrees anti-clockwise. If the plan was drawn in a different orientation, first, as you can see, it can completely fly away in a different place. And secondly, yes, it has rotated 90 degrees, but so have the annotations in here and all the small annotations within the floor plan, which doesn't look right. They shouldn't be like that. So this is the fastest and easiest method, and it can work if you just need to turn everything 90 degrees. But in majority of times, this method is not the one that would suit the best. The second method we can use is by rotating the project by true north. So if we select a specific view, then it will have a setting on the right, as you can see here, orientation, project north. You can also select true north. However, if you change them around in places, nothing will change, as you can see. But what we can do for the entire project, for the change to take place, is to go to the Manage tab at the top. Then we click on the position and select Rotate Project North. Here we can also choose to rotate the project by 90 degrees or 100 degrees, or select Align Selected Line or Plane. By selecting this option, we will then need to change the line that will select the angle, let's say the wall. We click on it, and as we can see, our floor plan has changed its orientation. Let's just position it in the middle and have a look at it. As we can see, the name has rotated, but all the tags inside the floor plan are still at an angle. So what we can do is select them all at once, go to Filter, uncheck them, and check again the required tags that we want to change the angle. Then click OK, and on the right, change the angle to 0 degrees. And as you can see, everything has rotated and everything is looking as it should be this time. On the other note is now our north point orientation is pointing the right direction this time as well. The next method is by selecting the scope box and drawing it directly on the floor plan. You can then rotate the scope box itself, but it can be tricky to align it perfectly. So what we can do is to select the Modify tool and rotate the plan in relation to one of the walls. Now we need to set the borders of the scope box, but please note that once you set the borders, they can no longer be adjusted. So now on the view created, we can select it and on the right, click to apply the scope box. Let's just drag it to the middle of the page and have a closer look at it. So as we can see, all the markings and all the annotations have been rotated too, so the plan is looking how it should be. If we need to rotate it a different way, then we just need to select it, rotate it 90 degrees, and then adjust the scope box so it does not crop anything. And we just simply select apply the scope box. And now, as you can see, once we move the plan back to the sheet, everything is as it should be and it's been rotated again. So all the markings, all the annotations are looking as they should be. They can be changed and modified, and that's, I guess, the best way to do it if you want to do it properly. Hope this helps, and please like and subscribe.